And we are underway in Buffalo. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. It's caught by Mike Evans. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bills at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
56. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. This is caught by Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Allen gonna go on 4th down. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Bills' kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Okay, a good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Going right back to Akers. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game. Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. It looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Play action this time with Love. And Shark calls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Love. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On third down. Love escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Evan Ingram, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here we go.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Love. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Third and long for Love. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On play action, Allen. Open man right side is Ingram. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Again, they'll throw with Allen. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on it. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On play action, Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Bills send the punter out as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A solid stiff arm. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive?
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Love now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Love looking to throw it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bills take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Demario Davis there on the stop. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Cam Akers, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Running left, here's Mitchell. Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Evan Ingram from 13 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. Romeo Doubs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Allen gonna throw. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. Allen off the play fake. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Allen to throw once more. Flushed out right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Love's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Off the play fake, Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Love. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Mike Evans. 36 yards. And the Bills add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Love, they go play action now. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Love. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Akers is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Drive starts with a give to Mitchell. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right, in this stage of the game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Extra point right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Love now to pass on 1st down. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing. Love. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go. Right. White, red, green.
First down, going to the air with Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Going back to Love. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now Love. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. On second and goal, Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Rashad Bateman from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. And Shark hauls it in. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Love looking to throw it. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Romeo Dobbs halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Buffalo, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop.